The last time someone rejected you, your brain responded the same way it responds to a broken bone. Not as a metaphor, literally. The same neural circuit fired. And by the end, you will understand exactly why. Think about the last time rejection hit you. Maybe it was a breakup. Maybe it was being left out of something at work. Maybe it was a message that never came back. Whatever it was, I am guessing it hurt more than you felt it should. And I am guessing part of you felt embarrassed about how much it hurt, like you were being too sensitive. You were not. Your brain was doing something very specific, and once you understand it, you will stop judging yourself for hurting. Because here's the thing. Rejection doesn't just feel painful. In your brain, it literally is pain. The same brain region that processes physical hurt is the same one that fires when you feel socially excluded. This is not a metaphor. This is neuroscience. Here is what is actually happening in your brain. There is a region called the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the DACC. It sits toward the front of your brain, tucked inside a fold of tissue. For decades, neuroscientists thought its main job was registering physical pain, the signal that something in your body is damaged or at risk, the ouch system. When you burn your hand, it fires. When you break a bone, it fires. It made perfect sense as a physical alarm. Then, a team at UCLA ran a study that changed everything. Physical pain and emotional pain feel completely different from the outside. One has a clear cause you can point to. The other is messier, harder to place. We even use different language. We say pain for a broken arm and hurt for a broken heart. But inside the brain, that distinction starts to collapse. The boundary between the two is not where most of us think it is. In 2003, neuroscientist Naomi Eisenberger and her colleagues at UCLA scanned people's brains while they played a virtual ball-tossing game called Cyberball. 3 players passing a ball back and forth on screen. Halfway through, the other 2 players, who were actually computers following a script, stopped passing the ball to the real participant. No explanation, no confrontation, just quiet exclusion from a game. And when the researchers looked at the scans, the DACC had activated. The same region that fires during physical pain was firing in response to being left out of a video game. The study was published in Science, one of the most rigorous journals in the world. Eisenberger described the findings as showing that social pain shares neural underpinnings with physical pain. The brain does not have a separate system for emotional hurt. It borrows the pain system and uses it. And here's the part that really gets me. Participants who reported the most distress from being excluded showed the highest DACC activation. More rejection, more neural firing. More neural firing, more pain. The circuit was not just similar to physical pain, it was running the exact same program. So why? Why would your brain be built this way? But here is what most people get wrong. They hear this research and think it means something is broken in them, that the reason rejection hurts so much is a design flaw, like evolution made a mistake and we're all stuck with it. That is the wrong frame entirely. This overlap between social and physical pain was not an accident. It was selected for. It helped our ancestors survive. And understanding why changes how you relate to your own pain. For early humans, being rejected from your group was not an emotional inconvenience. It was a death sentence. No group meant no protection, no food sharing, no warmth in winter, no one watching for predators in the dark. Isolation genuinely killed people. And so your brain evolved a ruthlessly efficient solution. It hijacked the existing physical pain system and used it to flag social danger, because pain gets your attention faster than anything else. Pain makes you act, and acting, getting back to your people, is what kept your ancestors alive. But that is not the real problem. This system shows up early. Research on infants shows that separation distress, the panic a baby feels when separated from a caregiver, involves similar neural pathways to physical discomfort. Psychologist John Cacioppo at the University of Chicago spent years studying loneliness and found that chronic social exclusion triggers the same stress responses as chronic physical pain. This is not something that kicks in when you are old enough to care what people think. It is wired in from birth. In 2011, psychologist Ethan Kross at the University of Michigan published a study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Participants who had recently gone through an unwanted breakup looked at photos of their ex-partners while their brains were scanned. The same regions that activated for physical pain lit up. Looking at a photo of someone who rejected you creates real, measurable pain in your brain. Not trauma, not weakness, biology. So, what do you actually do with this? Knowing that rejection pain is real, that it is wired into your biology, how does that change anything? It changes everything. Because once you stop treating your pain as overreaction, you can start working with your brain instead of fighting against it. Here are 3 things the research actually supports. That is point 1. Name it out loud. Research by Matthew Lieberman at UCLA found that labeling your emotions, literally saying, "I feel rejected," or "this hurts," reduces activity in the DACC. Naming the pain turns down the signal. Your brain responds to the label like a confirmation that the alarm has been heard. And when the alarm feels heard, it quiets. That is point 1. Point 2 is even more counterintuitive. Lieberman calls this affect labeling. It is not about toxic positivity or pretending the pain is not real. It is about engaging the thinking part of your brain to regulate the alarm. The more specifically you name the emotion, the more it helps. "I feel rejected" works better than "I feel bad." Your brain needs the precision. Point 2, do not isolate. I know that sounds obvious, and I know it is the last thing you want to do when someone has hurt you. But remember, the DACC fires when you feel excluded because your brain is trying to push you back toward connection. The pain is asking you to reconnect, not to withdraw. Reaching out to one safe person, even briefly, genuinely helps, because belonging is the thing your brain is actually trying to protect. Point 3. Treat yourself the way you would treat a friend. Research from Kristen Neff at the University of Texas at Austin shows that self-compassion, giving yourself the same warmth you would offer someone you care about, measurably reduces the intensity of social pain. Your brain responds to kindness, even your own, especially your own. We started with a claim that sounded extreme, that your brain treats rejection the same as physical pain. And now you know it is not extreme at all. It is anatomy. The DACC does not distinguish between a broken bone and a broken connection. It fires the same signal, sends the same alarm. And that means the pain you have felt, the pain you have maybe been embarrassed about, was never an overreaction. It was your brain doing exactly what it was built to do. You were not being dramatic. You were being human. If this resonated, the video on why loneliness is as dangerous as smoking goes even deeper into how your social biology affects your physical health. And if you want more of this, subscribing helps more than you think.